Hi guys, my name is Bree. I am a licensed physical therapist assistant and certified personal trainer who specializes in women's health. Today I'm going to be talking about the pelvic floor. This is good for male and female clients. The pelvic floor is part of our deep core, so it plays a really big role in our day-to-day life and of course when we're hitting the gym. It is important that we know how to isolate those muscles and then how to coordinate them with our everyday movements. I'm going to be going over 3 exercises that are great beginner exercises to learn how to coordinate the pelvic floor and isolate the pelvic floor. You might have heard of a Kegel before, so this is essentially going to be the exact same thing. The pelvic floor muscles are this little basket that sit between our pelvis that help hold all of our organs where they should be. So it has a really important job. We want it to be strong. A muscle can only be strong if it moves through its full range of motion. Imagine if my bicep was stuck like this all day. A coffee cup would feel extremely heavy by the end of the day. That's not a very functional muscle. We want our muscles to be able to relax fully and contract fully. Same goes for our pelvic floor. The first exercise I'm going to teach you is diaphragmatic breathing with a Kegel. I'm going to have you take one hand, place it on the side of your rib cage, the other hand on your belly. I'm going to have you breathe in your nose for a count of 4 and out your mouth for a count of 6, just like this. Now you might have noticed how my hand on my rib and my hand on my belly expanded like this as I breathed in. That is what we want to use, our diaphragm. We want to use our diaphragm to expand those areas, which is why I have your hands there. The other piece of that too is during that exhale, it's like you're blowing out birthday candles. So it's not a gentle little blow. I want you to blow out like you're blowing up a balloon or blowing out those birthday candles. Let's try that again. In the nose for a count of 4, out the mouth for a count of 6. Nice work. So how does this play a role in the pelvic floor? As we breathe in through our nose, our pelvic floor gently relaxes down. It allows room for our lungs to fill. Then, as we exhale, the pelvic floor gently lifts up to help constrict and tighten with our abdominals and our diaphragm to expel the air out of our lungs. So practicing this type of breath with a little bit of pelvic floor awareness can be extremely helpful in teaching our brain how to coordinate our pelvic floor. Of course, with every single exercise that we do, we want to make sure that we're breathing. That's going to take us to our next exercise. I'm going to have you grab a pillow off the couch, okay? You're sitting down on a nice hard surface, feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Take that pillow and place it between your knees, okay? Here's where we're going to coordinate some breathing with a little pelvic floor work. As we breathe in, I want you to think about relaxing pelvic floor, okay? Pelvic floor is relaxing, allowing room for our lungs to fill. Then, as we exhale through our mouth for that count of 6, I want you to squeeze your knees into that pillow, and I want you to think about doing a Kegel or lifting up through that pelvic floor. Imagine that you're in the car, you really have to use the bathroom, and that gas station is 20 minutes away. Lift up, hold for that count of 6, and then gently relax that pelvic floor and return to your starting position. Breathing in the nose, relaxing pelvic floor for a count of 4, and then exhaling through the mouth, gently squeezing that pillow and thinking about lifting that pelvic floor up and away from that hard surface. Let's do 2 more reps. In the nose, relaxing that pelvic floor, out the mouth for a count of 6, squeezing the pillow, and gently lifting through that pelvic floor. 1 more. In the nose, exhale through the mouth and lift. Nice work. The third exercise that I'm going to teach you is going to be a sit to stand. So we're going to keep using that same chair, and we're going to pair our breath and our pelvic floor. So as we stand up, I want you to exhale. As you breathe in, I want you to sit back down. Now, of course, that pelvic floor is going to be coordinated with that. So as we start to exhale, as we're starting to stand up, that pelvic floor should lift a little bit, creating some stability. So we're going to breathe in, exhale, stand. Inhale on that way back down. Now, until your breath gets stronger, I want you to keep pairing it that way. Once you start to get to a point where you can reach that full 6 to 8 count on that exhale, then you can start to exhale through that entire stand and sit, just like this. That way, I was stabilizing through my pelvic floor and my deep core through that entire sit to stand. This is a nice, gentle, simple exercise that is both good for strengthening the lower body, the core, and teaching yourself how to coordinate the pelvic floor. Eventually, you can progress that into a squat. So then I would just start standing. I'm breathing in, and I'm going to exhale as I come down and return back to standing. Relax pelvic floor at the top, and then do it again. Nice work. So 3 simple exercises: diaphragmatic breathing, hand on the rib cage, hand on the belly, feet flat on the floor, breathing in the nose, out the mouth. As you breathe in, pelvic floor relaxes. As you exhale, pelvic floor gently lifts. Second exercise, doing a little pillow squeeze. As you squeeze the pillow, you're exhaling through your mouth and thinking about lifting that pelvic floor. As you gently relax the knees, you're relaxing pelvic floor as well and breathing in. Third exercise is a sit to stand. So starting at that edge of the chair, breathing in, exhaling, and of course, lifting the pelvic floor during that exhale. I hope you found these exercises helpful. They're the perfect building blocks to recreating a healthy mind and body connection between the brain and your pelvic floor. Thanks for watching.